What's cracking, you people? Anansi here, and welcome back to Sudeki. In the last one, we started making our way through the research facility. Every now and then you'll see, we had to deal with Kryn himself. He gave us a nice, lovely introduction before he tried to kill us with a bunch of robots. And if you look up there, you'll see every now and then the eye flashing and just opening up and closing, that kind of stuff. So that's Kryn probably take part monitoring station. Anyway, Elko has told us to go down into the mines and get some raw materials. So we're going to go ahead and take care of that now. Now, inside this party, we only have the melee characters, and as a result, we only have. How are you doing? Guess my controller's getting kind of wonky on me. And as a result, we only have one means of healing, and that is Buki, if you want to do it consistently. Yeah, I think this goes down, right? You need to activate the elevator's power supply. Well, thanks for the heads up. So we're going to need Buki for this one. And yeah. So yeah, in this one, with us going down to the power supply into the mining shaft, we're going to be dealing with some pretty tough odds, because the one downside to not having our range characters is that should we bump into the Z1000 or 2000 series robots, we inadvertently, we pretty much have a longer fight ahead of us as a result. The power for the elevator has been switched on. Nifty! 3 pistons is all we really need. But yeah, no, as a result of any Z1000 or 2000 robots, we have to fight them legitimately. We cannot actually shoot down the controller sphere to shorten the fight. Now, granted, Tao, Buki, Elko, and all that, when you let them do their thing, this one, right? Yeah, so the green button lowers, the blue button raises. Very odd system, but whatever. So we're going to go down one more, because the mining shaft is on the very bottom level. So yeah, no, with regards to the, what was that again? I had a point I was making, I completely forgot about it. Don't you hate it when that happens? Like you're on a roll and stuff, and next thing you know, boom, you've forgotten it. But yeah, no, as a result of us not having the range characters, and all the range characters for all intents and purposes, this is where the raw material should be brought back for processing. 6 lumps should be enough, so we need 6 lumps of processed material, of raw material. This elevator is used to transfer raw material to the processing room. Well, thanks for giving me that heads up. That's why I just looked at it. But yeah, no, what was I trying to get to again? Right, each character has enough power that by the time we actually kill the controller robot, because the controller bot has a lot of health. Like, it has a lot of health. By the time we kill it, they pretty much killed or gotten close to killing a good chunk of the enemy, so it shouldn't be that big a deal. It's just something you can do. I just want to make you aware, so if you are here and you're at a lower level than I am, you won't be taken by surprise when you're just like, oh wow. Kill extractors to obtain the raw minerals. They are mining. And for some reason, they're designed to look like aquatic claws. But yeah, no, so I want to get a heads up, so that if you get to this point and it's like you're low on levels and stuff, you won't be taken completely off guard. And yeah. Now these things, they pretty much function just like the aquatic claws from New Brightwater. So the only difference is that they have a lot more health. But as you can see, they're not very hard, and that's about it. Now, one thing I want to mention here. Oh, they're also being stunned. So yeah. Oh yeah, those things are bombs. What'll happen is they'll run up next to you, hop down like that, and then suicide detonate. Be mindful of that. Okay, that's a pain in the butt. Alright, so the one thing I want to mention is that in this area, you have the potential to acquire Heart's Heart right now on this mission. If we don't get it, don't worry, I'm going to come back for it because it is a rare drop. It is possible to get it here. It is possible to get it with Buki and Elko. Elko with Buki and Tao. But it's a rare drop. All you have to do is just run in and out of the battle arena, and you got it. So I'm not going to worry about doing that right now because that kind of farming would take a long time. I want to do it off screen, and we're going to come back through here anyway to get more Omnium because I guarantee you, with my luck, we're probably not going to have enough to do the collection quest for this particular area. So yeah, just keep it in mind. What's this? Some type of mining machinery. Very astute, Tao, very astute. A lot of these purple crystals here. I guess this must be where they get the bulk of their crystals from in Illumina. But yeah, no, going from there, yeah. If you are low on levels and you haven't done what I've done up to this point, you're probably going to be relying more on your skill points and whatnot. Processing group. The door to the processing room is now unlocked. So we tried to go by there earlier, and we wouldn't be able to go through because the door's locked. But yeah, no, I mean if you're playing through and you haven't followed along the way I have, and you're having issues with regards to leveling and the enemies, you're probably be more reliant on your skills than I was in that last fight. But since my weaponry is pretty much through the roof and my power's through the roof, and I pretty much applied the same techniques to fighting the enemies that I would to their non-mechanical versions, the fight went by pretty easy. So yeah, and honestly, I'm gonna be legit with you. You really don't have to worry about using your skills in the game to like the later segments of the game, because that's when you get hit with the most challenging enemies and the most challenging formations, and at that point you're going to need your skills in order to survive. Processing room. So yeah, now how does this go again? Alright. Well, just take care of these like we do any other Arcanite, and we should be fine. I think the teal ones are essentially the equivalents to the Warlocks, and I want to say they do the same weakening skill the warlocks do. It's just that I usually kill them first because, you know, years of playing this game have taught me that these are the enemies that you want to deal with as soon as possible before they make your life a living nightmare. So if they're, you know, half damage and double damage curses, I'm like, come on guys, come on. Oh wow, we got the maxed out our spirit bar.
This metal land is a godless place.
I am the master of science and nature. I am pleased with your progress. You now hold the destiny of 2 worlds in your hands, just as Mo the great cat did before you. Use your powers wisely, daughter of Sudeki.
I understand now that science is a product of nature. There is nothing here for me to fear.
Dang, I love watching her leave. So yeah, with that we got the Coelacanth scale, and Buki has her, for all intents and purposes, spiritual awakening. Coelacanth scale. Male from the scales of the great coelacanth fish. Like liquid metal, the scales are as tough as the strongest steel, but move like fine silk. Interesting. It's a fantasy, I'll allow it. And yeah, with that, we got our final Spirit Strike for Buki, her final armor, which is by far my favorite of the ones she gets because it just looks more uniform and more. It's interesting because it's blessing of Mo. Mo the Hunter summons a shield that is as difficult to pierce as the hide of a dragon, whilst cursing all evildoers who dare to stand before him. So you pretty much take half damage, and your enemies take double damage. So yeah, but yeah, no, I like it because with the Coelacanth, you can make the argument that whereas Ailish's final armor really has nothing to do with Alevites and the themes of Alevites, besides just the aesthetic of her having wings on her armor. With Buki, you can at least make the argument that the Coelacanth is this for all intents and purposes, the Coelacanth is this creature.
See if you can raise the platform up for me. It looks like it might need the battery connecting.
So this is another block pushing puzzle. It's not hard. It's not. All you gotta do is just take the batteries, you line them up in the proper sequences, and then Buki walks across as the batteries go. But you can make the argument that the Coelacanth fish is kind of the culmination of who Buki is. Buki is, for all intents and purposes, the spiritualist of the group, and she has pretty consistently, even after they buried the hatchet on it in a previous episode, and I think at the end of Act 1, she's still skeptical of science. But Tetsu pretty much came to let her know science is as much a part of nature as the trees, the grass, the water, and the dirt. It's just that it's used. It's just a product of nature brought about by humans, and they often use it in the wrong ways. And I think that's what she learns in this area. So it makes sense that she learns it here. I just think it's kind of odd that this is the timing they use to teach her that lesson. That's me personally. But then again, not. But then again, they've been very. Um, Process Transcendent Collected. They've been very. It's been very interesting how they've gone about giving each character their moment of epiphany. Um, Tao gets his in the very generic RPG way where he beats the first boss and has a life-threatening moment. Ailish gets hers when she, defies her mother and has a life-threatening moment, but it's not by beating a boss, it's by getting surrounded by a pack of wild animals. Buki gets hers in her spiritual lands. So what about Elko? And then Ailish gets her second spiritual awakening along with Buki on the way to Transcendia, and Buki gets her second spiritual awakening in Transcendia. So what about Elko and Tao? Tao still has one to go, and we have yet to get a single spirit strike for Elko himself. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that. And I think it's about time that, we start focusing on Elko a little bit, because all the other characters have pretty much got their stuff together,
Well done! The decryption device will open Kren's central processing unit for us.
I am afraid I cannot allow you access to my central processing room. The power will remain offline until a unit can be dispatched to kill you. Kren Systems, making life better.
What? You useless bag of bolts! Damn you! I will switch the power on manually. Okay, hold tight, people. There are 2 switches in the roof up there. If I can reach them, then we can finally pull the plug on Kren's central processing unit.
And of course, it's not going to be that simple. And now we have a new baddie. This thing. Forget what it's called, but this particular monster has the ability to self-repair. It has a giant FU laser, and it hits like a truck. So yeah, bear that in mind. You're going to be in for a time with this one. Okay, so let's go ahead and use Trick Shot on this thing.
Now you've made me mad.
Whoa, man, that was a lot of damage on that thing. Yeah, this is why you want to get Trick Shot. It is by far one of the most broken abilities in the game. And it will save your butt in the long run, especially in parts coming up. Trust me on that. That you missed. With that, we've beaten all the monsters. I missed out some Omnium. Oh well. How much Omnium do we actually have? Let me actually check that real fast. Yeah, we're a long ways off. Kren has shut down the processing unit, so all I gotta do now is just fly up and switch them back on. Let's go ahead and take care of that. Now, luckily, because you have to crawl up this ladder, they're kind enough to give you a energy crystal. Let me go and refill that because I messed that up. They're kind of give you an energy crystal that lasts a very, very long time. Because you're going to need it. Let's see here. How do I do this again? Right, you fly. Right. There we go. I might have just used up my my fuel with that one, but we'll make it work. Oh, messed that up. Thank goodness Elko had the forethought to use the excess gas to slow his descent. Apparently, he made the jetpack as a result of him losing his arm. I kind of glossed over it in a previous part, but Elko lost his arm due to an accident. I want to say working on the towers, and he made the jetpack as a safety precaution. So he fell off the towers at one point, lost his arm on the way down, probably broke it in such a way where he couldn't fix it, and he said, "Screw it, I'm going to make myself a jetpack, so I don't have to worry about falling down again." Why he didn't do this for all of his employees, I will never know. Guess we can't get over here. Is there anything else we can grab? Nope. Okay then. Oops, we gotta level up.